Hey, this is Dr. Barry. So you want some six-pack abs, I see. That's good. I'm going to tell you in this video things that are a waste of time and money to do to get there, and then some other things you can do that will give you the biggest bang for your buck and the most results for your effort. I am a medical doctor, board certified in family medicine. I've been practicing medicine for over 13 years, and I've been making these YouTube videos for over a year now. And I want you to have success. And so let's talk about how to get some six-pack abs. If you know someone who would like to have six-pack abs, then please share this video with them. Share it on your Facebook page, share it in your exercise or your weight loss group, and help me help other people. Now, let's talk about, first of all, the things that you should not do, the things you shouldn't waste your time and money on because they've been proven time and time again to not work. The first and foremost is the biggest myth currently pervading nutrition and fitness in the US and indeed all of the Western world, and that is calories in, calories out model. If you just burn more calories than you ingest, then somehow you'll magically lose the weight, and then you'll be able to see your six pack. Because here's the secret. You already have a six pack right now, sitting there. You have a six pack. The fact that you can raise up out of bed in the morning, the fact that you can walk upright without falling forwards or backwards, the fact that you can sit upright in a chair means that you already have very active and strong rectus abdominis muscles. And those are the muscles that we classically call the six pack. It's really an eight pack or a 10 pack, but only in the skinniest, lowest body fat percentage of people can you see all 10. Typically, it's someone who you can actually see the veins in their abdomen. That's who you can see an eight pack or a 10 pack in. So most of us are very happy to have a four pack or the infamous six pack. And so calories in does not work. There are very large medical studies. The one that comes to mind is the Women's Health Initiative, where they calorie restricted groups of women for years and years and years, a very large group of women, and they lost about half a kilogram, which is about a pound, in 7 years. And so calorie restriction has been proven in the Women's Health Initiative study and in multiple other very large, very well done studies to not help you lose weight worth a damn. So stop worrying about counting calories, stop worrying about cutting back on calories, cutting back on portion size. All of those things are just different ways of saying that if you'll just eat fewer calories than you burn, you'll lose fat. And it's just not true. It doesn't work that way. Weight loss and fat loss is a hormonal issue. It's not a calorie issue. Your body doesn't know what calories are, and your body definitely doesn't count calories. Therefore, you shouldn't either. Okay. The second thing is any kind of spot reduction. So whether it's a abicizer or the ab roller or the ab lounge, none of this stuff works. This is all a uniformly terrible waste of money. If you're about to buy a product that promises to spot reduce fat on your abdomen or to bring out your six pack, that's a myth. It doesn't work. It never works. You can do 1,000 sit-ups a day, and if your body fat percentage is too high, you will never ever see your six pack in the mirror, nor will people see your six pack as you walk down the street with your abdomen revealed. So stop buying products that promise to reveal your six pack or to spot reduce weight. That never ever works. It never ever works. Okay. The third thing is that if you'll work out, if you'll do lots of crunches, lots of sit-ups, lots of leg raises, that will somehow make your abdominal muscles, your rectus abdominis muscles, so prominent that it will shine through the large thick layer of fat that you may currently have on your belly. That never works. That's not going to work. That doesn't happen that way. If you worked out hard enough to make your rectus abdominis muscles, the striations in them show through your thick layer of belly fat, then you would actually be fatter. You would increase your waist and your hip circumference just because of building up all that extra muscle, but you would not get rid of the fat, and therefore you still wouldn't be getting the goal, which is a flat tummy where you can see your six pack. So any of these things, it kind of all plays back into the Western model of problem solving. If you want to solve a problem, then you should buy a product, you should buy a supplement, or you should work harder because you have to earn it. None of that stuff is actually the case. So let's talk about the three things that actually will reveal your six pack that you already have. It's already in there. You just want to be able to see it and you want others to be able to enjoy it. Here's how you do it. First of all, you have to eat a diet that helps to keep your insulin level very, very low normal. If you're eating multiple times a day, like the classic example is, oh, here's 100 calorie snack well or some kind of little snack bar, or you drink calorie reduction shakes and they're supposed to somehow help you lose weight. None of that stuff works. That's all a waste of money. You've got to eat a diet that keeps your insulin level low normal. If you do that, then your body naturally starts to burn the fat on your belly, inside your belly, on your booty, and other places. Your body never spot reduces. It always takes off the fat in a very predictable way, depending on your one of two body types, whether you're an apple or a pear. That's kind of really the only two body types that actually matter. All the other body type hype that you may have heard of is just another way to sell products, supplements, books, and that sort of thing. So as you eat either a low carb, high fat, an ancestral, a low fat paleo, or a ketogenic diet, all of those diets will work to at least a certain degree. It looks like from just my personal experience at the Berry Clinic and from many, many hundreds of other people who have reached out to me on social media that the ketogenic diet, very, very low carb, very high healthy fat diet, seems to work best for most people for losing body fat. And remember, body fat's what's hiding your six pack, right? And so a ketogenic diet or one of the very high fat, high healthy fat, low carb diets is going to keep your insulin level low normal. Insulin hormone is a hormone of building and of gaining weight. That's what it does, okay? And so if your insulin level's high from that 100 calorie snack cake you just ate, you're not going to lose any fat because you're not going to burn any fat. Your body only burns fat when your insulin level is low. So the first thing you got to do is adopt a way of eating, not just a temporary diet, but a way of eating that's going to keep your insulin level low normal for months and months and months and months, because it's going to take that long to get the fat off that it took you years to put on, right? That's number one. Eat the right diet. And it's a diet that becomes a way of eating that keeps your insulin level low normal almost all every hour of every day. That's how you do that. Number two is, when should you eat? And this brings up the second point, is that when you don't eat, your insulin level stays, in fact, very, very low normal. And that's a very good thing for fat loss, like we've already talked about. You're not so much interested in weight loss because that can mean you're losing muscle, you're losing bone, you're losing liver organs. We're talking about fat reduction. We want to reduce your body fat percentage. That's how you will see those mythical six-pack abs, okay? So I recommend highly that you implement at least some variation of intermittent fasting or time-restricted eating. What I personally do is I have a 20-hour window where I don't eat almost every single day, and then a 4-hour window where I do eat. And when I do eat, it is a very high, healthy fat diet, very super, super low carb diet. That's how I'm rediscovering my six pack abs. I used to be very slender and very athletic in my teens and 20s, and for the first couple of years in my 30s, but then that quickly changed. But now I'm rediscovering my six pack abs by implementing both a ketogenic diet and intermittent or time restricted eating, fasting. And so you don't have to do 20-hour fast every day. You can start out with a 14-hour fast every day. And then for the remaining 10 hours, you can eat a keto diet, okay? And after a week or two or three of that, you can increase your fasting period from 14 hours to 16 hours and just keep going until you've got to 18 hours, 20 hours. Some people even do a 22-hour every day time restricted feeding window, and so they're only eating for 2 or 3 or 4 hours every day. Now you think, well, gosh, that must be miserable. They must be miserable, but no, they're not, because when you eat a very high, healthy fat ketogenic diet, you're full. You're not suffering. You're not hungry. You're not starving yourself. And that makes this diet very sustainable. You can do it for months and months and months, or even there are many people who have been doing it for over a decade. Okay, so then the third thing that you have to have, because you can tell from number one and number two, that this is not a quick fix. This is not an overnight fix. If you have belly fat to lose, It took you years to probably accumulate that belly fat. Now, what is that? It's stored energy, right? And so when you keep your insulin level very low normal, your body can then burn that energy that you've accumulated on your belly, inside your belly, on your booty, on your thighs, wherever it is. I'm not judging. I'm just saying if you want to burn that fat, you have to keep your insulin level very low normal. And the two most powerful tools for doing that are the ketogenic way of eating and a time restricted eating window. So the third thing that you're going to have, my friend, is patience. Okay, this is not going to happen in days or weeks. This is going to happen over months and months and months, depending on how much body fat you have to lose and how much belly fat you have to lose. So that's it. That is the answer. That is the solution. That is the secret, is that there's no spot reduction. Calorie restriction does not work. There is no quick fix. If you see anything advertised on the internet, on social media, on late night TV, it's all crap. None of that works. Okay, so save your money and invest it in really good quality food, and then learn all the ins and outs of intermittent fasting. There are many resources that you can find both on my Facebook page and on this YouTube channel, and other authorities who you can follow. I'm not selfish. I want you to listen to whoever makes sense to you. It doesn't have to be me, but I just want you to realize that all of the things you're being taught by big food, big pharma, and big exercise, they just want your money. That's all they want. They don't care if you ever see your six pack. Actually, they'd probably be happier if you didn't, because then you'd keep trying and keep spending your money. Now, if you enjoyed this video and you'd like to see others like it, consider subscribing to my channel. And then there's a little button right beside the subscribe button, looks like a bell. You can click that little bell, and then every time I have a bright idea, you'll be one of the very first to know. And if you're the type of person, and I'm not, but if you're the type of person that needs a meal plan to stick to, Nisha and I finally found a meal plan program that is very affordable and that is very trustworthy. We know the lady who puts this meal plan out, and we trust her. And I've got a link down below. You can click on that and sign up very quickly and have a meal plan if you're the kind of person that needs that kind of thing. Okay, this is Dr. Barry, and I'll see you next time.